Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Hafiz Kakar. I'm in charge and instructor at BUITEMS Huawei ICT Academy. On behalf of BUITEMS and the Huawei team, we welcome you all. This webinar has been organized to give you an overview of the Huawei ICT competition and the registration process. I will be starting with recitation of Quran, and then we will hand over to the Huawei team to give us an overview of the Huawei ICT competition. So I request you to please mute your microphones for recitation of Quran.
الله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
الحمد لله رب العالمين
All praise is due to Allah, Lord of the worlds.
الرحمن الرحيم
The entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
مالك يوم الدين
Sovereign of the day of recompense.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين
It is you we worship and you we ask for help.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم
Guide us to the straight path.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين
The path of those upon whom you have bestowed favor, not of those who have evoked your anger or of those who are astray.
Jazakallah. Okay, now I'll request the Huawei team to give us an overview of the ICT competition and the registration process, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. All right, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So this is Hassan Raza, and along with me, we have our senior manager, Miss Fatma Samiullah, and our colleague, Miss Sameen Rizvi. So I would like to start here. So we are from Huawei Technologies, Pakistan, and I'm a part of this team for this team talent ecosystem from the past 6 months. So now I would like to ask my manager to please introduce thoroughly about Huawei and about her position. Over to you, Ms. Fatma.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and a huge thanks to the team of BUITEMS for organizing today's session. Thank you so much, Dr. Hafiz Kakar. Thank you so much to the students who have joined in. It's a pleasure being around. Our team members have visited your university in the previous years, but it is very unfortunate that due to COVID-19, traveling and physical presence has been a challenge since last year. But because of ICT, we're all here connected with each other and virtually present. So I hope we're able to spread this message. We're all gathered here today for the ICT Competition Pakistan Roadshow 2021. Talking about the ICT competition, it is an international program that provides opportunities to university students of information and communication technology. We try to recognize their IT skills by giving them a platform to compete by not only with national peers, but at international level with winners of the other national competition. In the Middle East, competition comprises of 10 countries. Winners from 10 countries will be participating in our regional finals. And inshallah, we're hoping for very good results. Over the years, our students have done exceptionally well. It was just last year that our students won a prize money of 20,000 US dollars with multiple Huawei gifts, job opportunities, and different kinds of awards. There was a student I remember from BUITEMS who was a part of our team who scored second position in our regional finals. So, in the past, we have had good participation from BUITEMS. I really hope this year we have great participation as well. The ICT competition has proven not only to help higher education universities and students, but our aim, which is for future growth, that has also been achieved in the past. Our students are doing very well in the whole talent ecosystem. We help to achieve national competitiveness through developing and doing these activities. In 2020 to 2021, we still have, COVID-19 on the spread. We still have challenges of education going on online. That is why we're here today online. We would like to introduce further our technologies like AI, 5G, cloud to your students through this competition. Not only has ICT proven to help distance learning, but it has also helped to add its value to sectors like medicine, transportation, etc. So we really hope to keep on developing talent every year by providing opportunities like this competition, followed by our employment drives, our internship drives, and other talent cultivation programs. So I would like to now hand over to my colleague Hassan, to give a brief overview of the competition itself, the registration process, our company profile, and once again, I'd like to thank everyone who has joined. If there are any questions, you can always drop in the chat box, or you can contact us directly. So over to you, Hassan. Okay, I believe Hassan just got disconnected. What I can do is I can play a small video. Meanwhile, Hassan can join in. Okay. So I just want somebody to confirm to me if my screen is visible.
Yes, Fatma, we can see your screen.
Yeah, it's visible.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Fatma, you need to share the voice as well.
Okay.
Share the sound, please.
Thank you.
The world around us today has changed as we know it. COVID-19 has impacted the world, changing the way we live, work, learn and communicate, creating massive challenges not only for governments and healthcare systems, but also businesses, industries, trade, tourism and much more. Fortunately, technology has ensured business continuity and provided our economies with a fighting chance for survival. From online education to remote working, online public services to e-commerce and digital banking, we are able to continue our lives due to a resilient ICT infrastructure. As we adapt to the changing global scenario, these new challenges also bring many new opportunities. From businesses to education to healthcare and more, ICT is bound to be one of the key drivers that will drive strong transformation in this new era. The focus today is on sustainable development, the need to build a strong and reliable digital economy, and driving digital transformation across sectors. While nations across the world today are working swiftly to resolve the current crisis, they are also continuing to invest proactively in ICT and education to not only beat the impact of the pandemic, but also create a sustainable model for the future. ICT technology is the cornerstone of any country's economic prosperity. It promotes equal access to education and serves as a building block of digital skills education, leading us to a new era of intelligence and new economic opportunities. There is no time greater than now to invest in talent development, specifically in the ICT sector, to ensure an ample supply of qualified people to realize the ambitious national plans of the regional leaders. As the world's leading ICT company, Huawei has taken the lead to make a concerted effort to drive this new digital transformation. Students and young ICT champions are a vital part of our strategy and vision to help drive digital transformation in these challenging times. The Huawei ICT competition as a global platform will gather governments, higher educational institutions, training institutions and industry enterprises to promote the growth of young ICT professionals, helping the ICT talent ecosystem to thrive by challenging the students' ICT knowledge as well as practical and application skills and, ultimately, inspiring innovation. We are now proud to announce the 5th edition of the Huawei ICT Competition Middle East 2021, the ultimate battle for the finest ICT talent in the region. This year's edition will feature participants from 10 nations, including Bahrain, Iraq, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Oman, Pakistan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. We witnessed a highly successful edition in 2020 with 20 ministries and government authorities collaborating with Huawei, participation from 442 universities and over 20,000 student registrations. The Huawei ICT Competition 2021 is expected to be bigger than ever before. We invite you to join us in the Huawei ICT Competition Middle East 2021 this October. Participants will compete in roadshows, national competitions, semi-finals and national finals. The practice competition track will involve top technologies such as 5G, AI, cloud, storage, datacom, security and WLAN. The winning teams of the national finals in each of the 10 countries will join the Huawei ICT Competition Middle East 2021 to compete in the final stage of the competition with a top prize of $20,000 for the ultimate winners. Visit www.huaweiacad.com and register now to participate in the most exciting Middle East ICT Challenge competition. Join us there.
Ji Hassan, you can now continue with the presentation.
Right. Okay, right. Thank you so much, Fatma. So everyone, as we saw a short video, and what we have, learned from this video is, how technology is evolving with the time. So now I'll share my screen, and I'll explain about Huawei and the products we are offering, so on and so forth. So if anybody can confirm, can you see my screen?
Hello, yes, visible.
All right. Okay. So now let's start with a formal presentation. Before jumping to straight to the Huawei ICT competition, I would like to give you a brief introduction about Huawei. So when you ask anyone about Huawei, that what this company is actually doing, and a lot of people have this perception and this understanding that this is a company who produce, smartphones and cell phones. But yes, this is right. This is what we do. But apart from this, we have another businesses as well. So if we, look onto the company profile, we have 197,000 employees working globally, fulfilling the services and delivering the services up to the par to their customers. And among these, numbers, currently we have 3,000 employees working in Pakistan. So moreover, the Huawei presence is in more than 170 countries and regions. And among these employees, 197,000, almost 53.4% of the total employees, they are working in R&D sector. So, when I say, this percentage, this is quite a, big percentage working in R&D sector. So basically the thing is, just producing technology and devices is not enough, in order to cope up with the, technological advancements and in the future, how we can be more, how our products can be more beneficial to the humankind. So, R&D के में काम करना is something essential. So which makes us to number 3 in R&D investment, our company, and currently our company is at number 4 in global 500 companies. As I mentioned earlier, that Huawei is not just a company who's making just cell phones and devices. Apart from consumer business, by the way, that is our consumer business, making cell phones and all. Apart from that, we have career business, we have enterprise business, and we have cloud business. So in career business, we are providing a lot of backend equipments to the a lot of telecommunication firms, namely Telenor, Zong, and other telecommunication firms working globally. So backend equipments like जैसे you see big towers, and a lot of students are here, technical students. आपको idea होगा कि backend equipment पे क्या चीजें होती हैं used. So yeah, we are fortunate enough to to be part of this business. In the enterprise business, there's a lot of projects going on, and there are a lot of projects that have been already delivered and done. I'll name some of them. जैसे हमारे in Islamabad and Lahore, we have safe city projects, right? We have security systems. We are providing various banking systems to the banks. So ये भी एक बहुत huge chunk जो Huawei के business है, वो इसमें अपना they are working in this sector as well. In the cloud business, it was introduced a few years back, and quite recently, Huawei has deployed its own public cloud in Pakistan, providing various services to various customers. So the main objective of Huawei is to connect people globally, give them personalized experience by providing a digital platform. So, gone are those days when ICT's main purpose was to just connect people. Now these days, in this contemporary world, we are seeing that there are a lot of trends that are already coming, and there are a lot of trends that are predicted, that would be coming in the in the coming 5 years. जैसे कि living with bots. This trend is one of the trends जो कि already you can see अभी आजकल के दौर में. जैसे for example, I would like to quote an example मेरे अपनी life से. When I went to Australia for my masters, and I went to a restaurant, and there a robot was, instead of a waiter, a robot was working. Robots were working. So he took my it took my order, and then it delivered my order. So it's quite fascinating as well. So इस तरह की बहुत सारे trends हैं जो कि we will be seeing in the coming future, जैसे for example tailored streets, frictionless communication, and so on and so forth. There are so many. Uh, so as we all know that we are living in a very unfortunate time currently, where the situation is still evolving, and we are struck with unfortunately with COVID-19. As we all know that it's a very contagious disease, and it spreads very quickly person to person. और जहाँ पर in this time हम लोगों की communication बहुत limited हो गई है. We are not freely moving here and there. बहुत सारे sectors affect हुए हैं, जैसे कि education sector. किसी ने सोचा भी नहीं था कि universities ऐसे बिल्कुल abandon हो जाएंगी for so much time. And luckily we have ICT, and the use of ICT from the past 2 years have been increased drastically. As you can see, if you can see the graph, back in 2014, the numbers, was $46.5 billion. This is the sales, that was the sales revenue back in 2014. And over this, with a period of, 6 years, it rose to $136.7 US billion dollars. Whereas and so as the investment in R&D, like back in 2014, we had 6.6 billion US dollar R&D investment. However, in the last year, 2020, we had 21.8 US billion dollars. So when we talk about evolving technologies, new trends, cloud systems, and so on, so एक general question आता है कि चलन ठीक है, technology तो बन गई, so but are we really ready for this new technology? Do we have a substantial amount of a workforce in the future जो user होंगे इस टेक्नोलॉजी के, नई टेक्नोलॉजी के, जो कि इम्प्लीमेंटर्स होंगे, जो कि इसको हैंडल कर पाएंगे कि नहीं कर पाएंगे? Probably to my understanding, the answer is no. A study has been conducted, and in which they came across that in the coming few years बहुत ज़्यादा हमें deficit देखने को मिलेगा, and everyone gonna see a great gap in the ICT talent. So our company has taken this initiative to invest, and to invest in the ICT talent development, so that we can collaboratively fulfill this gap और आने वाले टाइम के लिए जो कि एक ह्यूमन काइंड के लिए बहुत बेनिफिशियल होगा. All right. So currently we have a few programs, 3 programs. Currently we have 3 programs, namely Huawei ICT Academy. We have this competition, जिसके लिए हम इकट्ठे हुए हैं, and then we have seeds for the future program in the current time. The main purpose, and the basic objective of these programs are to boost the local talents development, ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम लोगों को educate कर सकें, जैसे आप सब जो students हैं इनको हम educate कर सकें, ताकि आने वाला जो time है ये उसमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अपना role play कर सकें. So आपकी BUITEMS is one of our ICT academies, and we have been your just Hafiz Kakar Saab and others. We have trained trainers in your academy Moreover, if you need, any sort of more information, you can just, visit to our website. वहाँ पे आपको सारी information मिल जाएगी. And when we talk about, certifications, currently we have 23 technical domains, and some of the popular domains are, big data, HCIA, RNS, routing and switching, artificial intelligence, WLAN, security, datacom, so many. We also are providing more than 100 certification exams. Okay, right. So back in 2017, जब हमने अपना पहला competition किया, so we had more than 10,000 registrations from the student side. Moreover, 150 universities took part in this competition. But with the time, जैसे जैसे time pass हुआ, हम लोगों की ज़्यादा लोगों को we were able to create more awareness among the people. And now in 2021, the estimated number of registrations are more than 20,000 plus registrations, right, from the student side. And we are expecting that more than 500 universities will be participating, in this competition. Right. So when we talk about the timeline, our website is already launched and the registrations are open. And the deadline for the registration is October 10th. And after the registrations, we'll be having a national preliminaries. So I want to add one more thing. After the registration, you can access to the learning material, which is present on our website. So once you are, registered, you can access all the material. We have all the learning materials. We have mock exams, so on and so forth. So, so you have to study, and then you have to take part in the national preliminaries that will be commencing from October 20th. So after October 20th, formal trainings would be provided to the selected candidates. और जो वहाँ से पास करेगा वो फिर they'll be nationals में compete करेंगे, right? And after the nationals, वो regional final में जाएंगे. So last year, our team, from Mehran University, they participated really well and they performed really well. They won $20,000 last year, which is quite a lot of money, I believe. So in the competition levels, we have three levels. The first one is preliminary, followed by national final, and then the regional final. This would be the last level. So in the first level, that is the preliminary, that would be an individual exam, and it would be it would be a written exam. It will consist of 60 questions, and the total time would be 90 minutes. The national final, this would be an individual exam also. Written exam hoga, 90 questions honge, और 90 minutes candidates को दिए जाएंगे. In the regional final, this exam would be a team competition. इसमें written exam होगा as well as आपका lab exam होगा. Written exam में आपके पास you have to solve 60 questions and 90 minutes का time दिया जाएगा plus 4 hours for the lab. Right. So for the awards, जो top winner होगा, we'll be giving away $20,000 to them, which is obviously which is quite a lot of money. Currently, the dollar is around maybe 167 or maybe more than that. So which makes more than 30 or maybe more than 3 million rupees, Pakistani rupees. We will also be giving away Huawei MateBook along with the trophy and certificates. For the second, prize, we'll be giving away MateBooks. We'll be giving away trophy and certificate. For the third, we'll be giving away MatePad trophies. We also have, gifts for the teachers, for the ambassadors. Yes. So apart from the gifts, ये competition में सिर्फ gifts के अलावा भी बहुत कुछ है. Students बहुत कुछ achieve कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि, you will be top 100 students will be having, opportunities to work with Huawei. We'll be taking them as an intern, और उनमें से जो best interns में से जो best perform करेंगे, they'll be having this opportunity to work with Huawei in various departments. Moreover, उनमें से जो top perform करेंगे, they can go to GCC countries, जिसमें Middle East countries आती हैं, जैसे for example Dubai, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Oman, etc. So for the registration process, you can just simply go to the provided link. I'll share the link after my presentation. The registration process is quite it's very simple. If you are already registered, it will take you around less than 2 minutes, trust me. And if you are not registered, it will not take more than maybe 6-7 minutes. So my colleague Ms. Samin will explain this process later on. So for the registration, as I mentioned earlier, that it's quite simple. You can sign up with your email address. You can sign up with your phone number. It's quite easy. Ms. Amin will guide you how to register yourself and create your account. So from the learning material, once you are registered, you can easily access your learning material from the website. You just need to if you can see my screen, there's this green sort of button. You have to just go there, and from there you can access all the learning material. So these so a few of these are the policies. Like the learning time is more than 4 hours. Mock exam scores must be more than 800 points. अब जब अपना mock exam देंगे, so आपका जो score आना चाहिए वो 800 points से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. सिर्फ जो HCI A level के जो vouchers हैं वो आप apply कर सकते हो, और per person सिर्फ एक voucher आप at a time apply कर सकते हो. So this is our QR code. You can just scan, or you can just go to our website that is mentioned. And now I would like to hand over to my colleague Ms. Samin, so that she'll explain the registration process in detail, ताकि आप सबको एक अच्छा और भरपूर understanding हो सके कि registration कैसे करना है. Right, so over to you, Ms. Amin.
Assalamualaikum. I am just going to share my screen.
Ms. Amin, you are not audible.
Am I audible now? Can you hear me? Hanji, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I am going to share my screen, and then I'm going to walk you through the registration process. Okay, I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
No, ma'am.
Yes, we can see this.
Okay, I'll start. I'll be covering basically how to register for this competition. If you are unregistered, if you already have an account with us, and how to access the learning material for the competition. So first off, you have to access this link that we'll be sending you, as you can see on the screen. You go to this link and you click on ICT Academy ICT competition to enter the competition homepage. After that, you have to select Middle East, under which Pakistan is registered for this competition. This will take you to the page, as you can see on the right side of the screen, and you have to click on competition registration. If you are unregistered and you want to sign up with your phone, you enter your mobile phone number and it will send you an authentication code. After that, you will be registered and you can log in. But if you choose to do this with your email, you, instead of your cell phone number, add your email and you will be sent a link. You will be sent 2 emails. The first one will have a link which will activate and log in for you. And the second one will provide an account password and it will ask you to reset it since it's an auto-generated password. Now, if you already have an account, if you're already registered, then you have to sign in with your UniPortal ID. That will take you to the same page, which you have to select Middle Eastern, enter your country and your university name. And that's it, that will get you registered. After that, for the replenishment information, on the page where it said registration option, you have to click the learning space, the green button. That will take you to another form which you fill out and you will be able to access the iLearning X page, which will have all the information that you need to prepare for the competition. And that is how you register. Thank you.
Okay, right. Thank you very much, Ms. Amin. Now, I want all of you to please unmute your mic if you have any sort of question related to, registration about this competition. You can just ask. You can just write in the chat box, or you can just, unmute yourself and ask. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Mohammed Bilal.
Sir, I would like to ask what is the deadline for registration and is there any fees for registration?
So Mohammed Bilal, first of all, there is no fees for this, to participate in this competition. Secondly, the deadline for this competition is 10th of October. And moreover, if there's all the learning material, on the portal, you can access those, learning material as well as, mock exams. You can, do all free of cost. And if you pass,
okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Any other question?
So Hassan Saab, this is Hafiz from BUITEMS. The preliminary exam is going to be on October 20?
Yes, for now, the tentative date, for the examinations would start from October 20th. Yeah. Hafizad, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
No worries. So do we have any other question or shall we proceed?
There is one question in the chat box. I believe they're asking for a link for the registration.
Yeah, we can copy the link in the chat, and Hassan, you can share this material with Hafiz Saab as well, so that he can circulate internally as well.
Sure. I'll do that. For the registration link, I'll paste, the registration link in the chat box so that all of you can, just copy from here. Okay, here you go. The registration link is in the chat box. No worries, Waleed Ahmed. So any more question? So do we have any more questions? Right. So Hafiz Kakar Saab, we want to, take a little quiz. We have arranged few presents for the participants. So shall we proceed?
Sure.
Okay, right. So before, going on to the quiz, I would request everyone to please turn on your cameras so that, we can take a, we can take a picture. Right, everyone, yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Few left. Right. We'll wait for a few more seconds. Okay, right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Hafizab, for arranging today's session. Hassan, you can continue.
Right, Fatma. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right. So for the quiz, I'll be asking few questions, and जिसने भी correct answer दिया, so we'll be giving away gifts to them. Right. So my first question is, what is the Huawei's global ranking? It's quite easy.
Sir,
So I'll repeat. Yes, Muhammad Yair.
I think second ranking is.
Second, right? और कोई जो try
Sir,
करना
third or
चाहता है?
fourth?
Third or fourth. Okay, Sher Ali, कोई और try करना चाहता है? So Hasnain Afridi says 61. Right. Hasnain Afridi, that was the previous ranking. ये अभी 61 नहीं है. कोई और try करना चाहता है? Okay, right. So
Sir, 22.
Sorry, Waleed Ahmed, क्या कह रहे हैं आप?
I think sir 22 है sir.
22. Not really. So the correct answer is 44. So Rana Athar, जिन्होंने सबसे ज्यादा close answer दिया है, हम उनका नाम note down कर लेते हैं. Rana Athar. Miss Amin, can you please note down his name? Rana Athar. Hafiz Kaka साहब.
Yes.
Sir, अगर ambassador यहाँ पे present है, I want him to please note down the name of the winner, Rana Athar.
Okay, I'll make a note of it.
Okay, sure. Thank you. So my second question is, what is the sales revenue of Huawei in 2020? I've explained, this question.
$36 billion, sir.
Sorry, say it again, please.
$36 billion.
$36 billion. Mohammed Bilal, that was the sales revenue back in 2014. आपने 2020 की बतानी है कि 2020 की कितना?
$64 billion.
64. Not really. Anyone else?
Sir, $135 million.
135. Okay, you are close enough, but the correct answer is
136.
Okay. Yeah. So Sher Ali and Muhammad Bilal, you are close. You were close. So the correct answer to this question is 136.7 billion US dollars.
Yes, sir. My one was 136.
Yeah. So Hafiz Saab, can you please note down the names of Muhammad Bilal and Sher Ali?
Yes, noted.
Okay, thank you very much. So the very last question. Huawei is operational in how many countries and regions? Huawei is operational in how many countries and regions? Anyone?
Sir, 170 countries.
Sir, 170.
170,
Right.
sir.
Yeah.
170, sir. 170, sir.
Okay. Right. So Waleed Ahmed, Mohammed Bilal, and Rana Athar, you are right. Currently, we are working in more than 170 countries and regions. All right. So we are done with the quiz. Sir, I would thank you very much. I'm really thankful for arranging this wonderful webinar. Thank you very much, the whole BUITEMS team, for making this webinar to happen. So we are pretty hopeful that you'll get yourself registered, and you'll also motivate other students to participate. In this competition. So if you have any sort of queries, and you come across any sort of queries or questions, you can, contact me anytime, on email, or you can, just text me over the WhatsApp.
Thank you, Hassan Saab, Ms. Samin, Ms. Fatima, for a detailed overview of the competition. And hopefully, we will try to maximize student participation and encourage them to register themselves.
Right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.